Addressed to the nation by Honorable President of India, Srimati Draupadi Murmu, on the eve of the 76th Independence Day. My dear fellow citizens, Namaskar. My heartiest greetings in advance to all Indians living in the country and abroad on the eve of the 76th Independence Day. I am delighted to address you on this momentous occasion. India is completing 75 years as an independent nation. 14th August is observed as Partition Horror Remembrance Day, so as to promote social harmony, unity, and empowerment of people. Tomorrow marks the day when we had freed ourselves from the shackles of colonial rulers and decided to reshape our destiny. As all of us celebrate the anniversary of that day, we bow to all those men and women who made enormous sacrifices to make it possible for us to live in a free India. It is a cause of celebration not only for all of us, but also for every advocate of democracy around the world. When India won independence, there were many international leaders and experts who were skeptical about the success of democratic form of government in India. They had reasons to be doubtful. In those days, democracy was limited to economically advanced nations. India, after so many years of exploitation at the hands of foreign rulers, was marked by poverty and illiteracy. But we Indians proved the skeptics wrong. Democracy not only grew roots in this soil, it was enriched too. In most other well-established democracies, women had to wage long-drawn struggles to get the right to vote. But India adopted universal adult franchise right since the beginning of the Republic. Thus, the makers of modern India enabled each and every adult citizen to participate in the collective process of nation building. Thus, India can be credited to have helped the world discover the true potential of democracy. For 75 weeks now, the nation has been commemorating these noble ideas that won us freedom. In March 2021, we began the Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav with the reenactment of the Dandi March. This way, our celebration began with a tribute to that watershed event which had put our struggle on the world map. This festival is dedicated to the people of India. Based on the success achieved by the people, the resolve to build Atmanirbhar Bharat is also a part of this Mahotsav. Citizens from all age groups have keenly participated in a series of events held across the country. This grand festival is going ahead with the Har Ghar Tiranga Abhiyan. The Indian tricolors are fluttering in every nook and corner of the country. Great martyrs would have been thrilled to see the spirit of the independence movement coming alive again on such a massive scale. Our glorious freedom struggle was waged bravely across the vast territory of our country. Many great freedom fighters did their duty and passed on the torch of awakening, leaving little trace of the heroic deeds. Forgotten for long were many heroes and their struggles, especially among the peasant and tribal populations. The government's decision last year to observe 15th November as Janajatiya Gaurav Divas is welcome because our tribal heroes are not merely local and regional icons, but they inspire the entire nation. Dear citizens, for a nation, particularly an ancient one such as India, the passage of 75 years is merely a blink of an eye. But for us as individuals, it is a lifetime. Senior citizens amongst us have witnessed a dramatic change in their lifetime. They have seen how, after independence, all the generations have toiled hard, how we met great challenges, and how we have taken charge of our destiny. The lessons learned in the process will prove useful as we move towards the next milestone in the journey of the nation. The Amrit Kal, the 25 years to the celebration of the centenary of our independence. By the year 2047, we will have fully realized the dream of our freedom fighters. We will have given a concrete shape to the vision of those who, led by Baba Saheb Bhimrao Ambedkar, drafted the Constitution. We are already on the course to build a Atmanirbhar Bharat, an Indian that would have realized its true potential. Economic successes is leading to an ease in living too. Economic reforms are highly accompanied by innovative welfare initiatives. A home of one's own is no longer a dream for the poor, but a reality for more and more people, thanks to the Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana. Similarly, under the Jal Jeevan Mission, tap water connection is being provided to every household since the launch of the Har Ghar Jal scheme. The aim of this and many other similar efforts to provide basic amenities to all, particularly the poor. The key word for India today is compassion, for the downtrodden, for the needy, and for those on the margins. Some of our national values have been incorporated in our constitution as the fundamental duties of the citizens. I appeal to every citizen to know about their fundamental duties and follow them in letter and spirit so that our nation reaches new heights. Dear citizens, at the core of the transformation we have been witnessing in healthcare, education, and economy, as well as a number of related areas, in the stress on good governance. When work is done with the spirit of nation first, it is bound to reflect in every decision and every sector. This is also reflected in India's standing in the world. India's newfound confidence stems from the spirit of its youth, its farmers, and above all, its women. Gender inequality are reducing and women are moving ahead, breaking many glass ceilings. Their increasing participation in social and political processes will prove decisive. At the grassroots levels, we have more than 14 lakh elected women representatives in Panchayati Raj institutions. Our daughters are the biggest hope for the nation. Some of them brought laurels for the country at the recently held Commonwealth Games. Of course, India's sportspersons have been making the country proud by their performances in international competitions. A large number of our winners come from underprivileged segments of society. From becoming fighter pilots to space scientists, our daughters are scaling great heights. Dear citizens, in celebrating Independence Day, we are celebrating our Bharatiyata. Our country is full of diversity, but at the same time, we all have something in common. It is this common thread which binds all of us together and inspires us to work together with the spirit of Ek Bharat, Shreshtha Bharat. Dear fellow citizens, our beloved country has given us everything we have in our lives. We should pledge to give everything we can for the sake of safety, security, progress, and prosperity of our country. Our existence will become meaningful only in building a glorious India. The great nationalist poet Kuvempu, who enriched Indian literature through Kannada language, had written, "I will pass, so will you, but on our bones will arise the great tale of New India." This is a clarion call of the nationalist poet for making total sacrifice for the motherland and upliftment of fellow citizens. To follow these ideals is my special appeal to the youth of the country who are going to build the India of 2047. Before I conclude, I would like to extend Independence Day greetings to the armed forces, to the members of Indian missions abroad, and to the Indian diaspora who continue to make their motherland proud. My best wishes to you all. Thank you. Jai Hind. Let me also take this opportunity this morning to thank few people who have been consistently supporting Government of India by supporting this small mission. You know that we have a very small mission. We are just 7 of us from India, and of course our local friends, 10 of us, making a total of 17 in this mission. But without the support of all of you, the activities that my colleague has mentioned would not have been possible. First of all, I think Sister Rani has been consistently supporting us in all our endeavors. The yoga sessions that we did during the International Yoga Day, or anywhere where she is not even called upon, she volunteered herself and she comes forward and support us. Brana Singh Ji, who has been consistently supporting us through cultural activities whenever we have functions. Indian Association members, ladies, who will be shortly presenting to us patriotic songs, have been consistently supporting us. Ladies of Indian community, I don't have to name, who have been behind, standing behind our activities and making all our activities successful. Doctors of Indian community, my colleague has just mentioned about the medical camp that we had. It was not our strength, but it was because of the volunteering spirit of our doctors who are committed to giving back to the community that these camps have been successful. And of course, there are pharmaceutical companies without which the dispensing of the medicines, even when we have these medical camps, would not have been possible unless they have donated these medicines. And last but not the least, our staff again, my Indian-based staff and local staff, they have been fantastic. Every time you see them, some of them, picking up the speakers on the shoulder or lifting, and they're running around. Really don't have to depend on any other person who are, vendors who are servicing our activities, but they themselves volunteer to do even the manual work, running around sweating, sometimes in shorts, sometimes without chapel or slipper. Thank you so much for the wonderful support that you have. Thank you so much. And as my colleague has mentioned, there will be so many activities coming up in coming months and weeks. I would call upon you all to continue to lend your support as you have done in the past. Thank you very much.